Yes, it's time to rise and shine, people. Look at that sunlight gleaming off the home of NFL Network. I'm not in my home office again because it's a busy playoff weekend. Rich Eisen here with some Rise and Shine preview of the Divisional playoff weekend, all brought to you by my friends at Courtyard by Marriott. Not only am I at the home of NFL Network, but look, across the street from the home of Super Bowl 56. Yeah, there's lots of construction going on around here, getting ready for the big game. Just 3 weeks from this weekend. So, tons at stake. 8 teams left. Which teams are going to make it into this building 3 weeks from now? Which one is going to make it to the podium and pick confetti out of their hair and hoist the Lombardi Trophy? Let's get right to it. All brought to you by my friends from Courtyard by Marriott. Let's start with the opener, shall we? It's the Bengals at the Tennessee Titans. Last time and only time these two teams faced in the playoffs was the 1990 wild card round when Boomer Esiason backed the truck up over Cody Carlson. Yes, Cody Carlson and the Houston Oilers. Now, however, it's the Tennessee Titans who are the 1 seed. Third time that the Titans take a 1 seed into the playoffs. And would you believe they've never won a playoff game as a 1 seed? They've been one and done twice being a 1 seed. So that is on the side of the Cincinnati Bengals. However, the Bengals, as we all know, are going to be taking on Derrick Henry, who returns from a foot injury that's had him out since Halloween. And just how great of a season was Derrick Henry having before that foot injury knocked him out? He was the 9th leading rusher in the NFL this season anyway. He does play against the Bengals with a metal plate in his foot and also a metal plate in his shoe to try and support his surgically repaired Tootsie. So, what happens when these two teams face one another? It's going to be a great one. The Tennessee Titans at home against the Cincinnati Bengals. If the Titans win, they host the AFC Championship game. If the Bengals win, well, they'll go on the road and take on the winner of the Bills and the Chiefs. Put a pin in that one for a moment, because we got to get to the Saturday night game. It is the Packers versus the 49ers. It's the 9th playoff meeting between these two teams. The 49ers, as we all know, won and done the Dallas Cowboys last week. Now they're gunning for Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers to try and one and done the 1-seeded Packers. And Aaron Rodgers, arguably best chance to win his second Super Bowl 10 years ago. In Dallas is when he won his first. They've been waiting a long time for Green Bay to have an opportunity like this. They were the 1 seed the year after winning that Super Bowl, and they got one and done by the Giants. What about the 49ers coming into this game? The 49ers have never lost to Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs. As a matter of fact, they're 3-0 against an Aaron Rodgers Packers team, and no quarterback has ever lost 4 times in the playoffs to a single team. So that's on the line tonight for Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers. If the Green Bay Packers win this game in the freezing cold temperatures of Lambeau Field, expected to be right around 5 degrees at kickoff, similar to the circumstances we saw in Western New York last week between the Bills and the Patriots, and it's going to be, feels like 0 degrees. If the Packers win this, they clearly host the NFC Championship the next week. If the 49ers shock the world with Jimmy Garoppolo and this stout running game and this stout defense against Green Bay's stout running game and stout defense, should San Francisco one and done another team for a second consecutive week, then they would go on the road, and the winner of the Sunday divisional playoff weekend contest would host the NFC Championship game, and that's how we turn to the Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Last time these two teams faced in the playoffs, on Sunday, it will be the 22-year anniversary of such a game. It was when the St. Louis Rams took on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the NFC Championship game. Yes, in the 2000 calendar year, 1999 regular season, that Kurt Warner, as we all know, went on a magic carpet ride and now into a movie theater near you with his story. That's the last time these two teams played in the playoffs in the NFC Championship game, when the Rams and St. Louis Rams beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This time, as we know, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are the defending Super Bowl champs with Tom Brady. And Tom Brady going for his 10th straight win in the divisional round. Let me repeat that. 10th straight win in the divisional round. Of course, he's taking on a Rams team that brings Aaron Donald in. We don't know how healthy Tristan Wirfs, the right guard, the all-pro right guard is, and Ryan Jensen, the terrific center, of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We do not know how healthy they are. If they are not 100%, and we don't believe so, here comes Aaron Donald bowling his number 99 jersey right down the middle of the lane to try and pressure Tom Brady, who, as we all know, does not have Chris Godwin and Antonio Brown at his disposal this time around. However, the Los Angeles Rams come in with a guy making his first career divisional playoff start. That's Matthew Stafford. And interestingly enough, this is just the third time in NFL playoff history where both quarterbacks coming in had over 40 touchdown passes in the regular season. 41 for Stafford, 43 for Tom Brady. So Stafford, even though he's never been in this divisional playoff round, brings a lot of heft with him. Cooper Kupp and Odell Beckham Jr. and Cam Akers now with the running attack. Jalen Ramsey on the back end to try and pick off Tom Brady. The Rams, however, do not have Andrew Whitworth at left tackle or Taylor Rapp at the safety position. So both teams banged up. Both teams, though, will know clearly by kickoff if this game is for the right to go to Green Bay or host the NFC Championship game. And if the Rams win that, it's right here in this building. So much on the line, because if the Rams win, that means we'll have a new champion in this building again 3 weeks from the day of that game. And then we move to the Sunday night finale of divisional playoff weekend. The Bills and the Chiefs, we know they played last year in the AFC Championship game, this time in the divisional round. How rare is that for a divisional game to be a rematch of a title game in the conference from the year before? Last time that happened, 2004 divisional round, when the Patriots and the Colts met in the divisional round after meeting in the AFC Championship game the year before. How rare is it to see two quarterbacks come into a playoff game having each tossed 5 touchdown passes in a playoff week before? It's never happened. It's never happened. Here's an interesting number for you. Let me look down at my notes. The Bills and the Chiefs combined for 89 points in the wild card round last week. Just these two teams. All other AFC teams combined for 83 points. This is going to be great. Oh my gosh. Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes. Is this the beginning of a new standing rivalry in the NFL between two young quarterbacks who can sling it and can run it and can beat you up and get in your head? This is going to be just simply phenomenal. And again, if the Cincinnati Bengals start off the divisional playoff round with a shocking win on the road, Bills versus Chiefs would be for the right to host the AFC Championship game. And that game between the Bills and the Chiefs will be played on the 28-year anniversary of the Bills beating the Chiefs in the playoffs when Jim Kelly beat Joe Montana in the 1994 season. That will be an amazing game. What a great divisional playoff weekend that we've set the table for. There are some nuggets I've left on the table, I'll be honest with you. But you know what? I think you get the gist. It's going to be awesome. That's Rise and Shine, brought to you by Courtyard by Marriott, signing off from across the street of the home of Super Bowl 56.